Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the domain records which are required if you're going to use a host name for your server. Of course, you must use a host name for your server. You must have name servers for your domain for your server. And I'm just going to talk about the domain records. Wherever you purchase your domain, doesn't really matter which hosting provider, anywhere you purchase your domain, you have a panel that you can make your domain records. Here I'm using Cloudflare for my domain, and I have a panel which I can control my domain records. Don't worry about the deep learning of domain records. It doesn't really necessary to understand completely what are domain records. You just need to simply follow every step I do here, and you're done. Okay, so and also if you want to connect your domain to Cloudflare, you can do it easily. You can just search for how to connect domain to Cloudflare. That's easy, but I can't show it in this video because it's a process of about 24 hours to connect your domain to Cloudflare, but that doesn't really that's not a required step. It's optional. You can use your own hosting provider which you've purchased your domain from, and they are going to give you a panel like this, and you can make a records. Just the interface of that panel may be a little bit different. For my server, which I have it here, I'm going to add a record for host name. Don't worry about these things. In the next videos, you're gonna see what exactly are those host names, okay? I am going to use server 36, and I'm gonna give my IP address, which I am going to give the IP address of my server over here, Control C, Control V. And then I'm not just gonna use it as proxy, so the TTL auto, and save it. Okay. So a record with 30 server 36 would be created because I want to use this record for my host name. When I just if you see, I have another server here, server 52.pdthemes.de. That's another a record from server 52. If I just go to this host name, you can see I have the admin login page of my direct admin. Okay. Here also I'm using server 36 for the new server we are going to configure in this course. Okay, this is another server. This is the host name. This is how the host name used. And in this course, I'm going to use server 36, and we are going to configure it as a host name for our server, which don't worry about it. We're going to work on that on this course very soon, okay? Also, you need two name servers for your server, because if another domains are going to connect to your server, they need to connect to a name server first. If you have used hostings before, you know when you purchase a hosting account, they are going to give you two name servers, which you are going to point your domain to those, okay? For example, here I'm going to just use ns1.pdthemes.de. pdthemes.de is my domain, the main domain, and I'm just going to give the domain to that, not proxy, and then save this. Then I'm going to add another record, ns2, for the secondary name server, and save this too. Sorry, I forgot to point the IP. That's it. All right, that's it. So another record which I want to do, it's optional, not really necessary. I want to just make a test website on the new server we are going to configure and test the functionalities of that with this record, which is blog.pdthemes.de. I'm going to make a account with blog.pdthemes.de and work with that, okay? So the IP address must be my main IP address, and save it. All right. That's how you can create A records for your server. If you want to get more information, you can read a lot about that. It's not related to this course. We're just focusing on configuring a Linux server, not talking about the networking stuff like the domain records. And actually, you don't need to know about it. You just need to make 4A records with the values of your host name, your name servers. You can make any name for those. It's better to have NS for your name servers, and it's better to have the name of server for your host names. But that you can create anything. You can create jack.pdthemes.de. That can be your host name. Anything that can be your host name can be set here. All right, that's it. Wherever you purchase your domain, you go through that panel. You make 4 or 3 A records, which we are going to use in the future videos in this course. Okay, that was the goal of this video, a very simple video. And from the next video, we are going to start to get a trial license from DirectAdmin, and then we're going to install and configure it completely. Thanks for watching this video, and goodbye till the next video.